Yeah, so pretty much for the name changes because yeah, gotta take the blame for this here. As I said recently, I didn't think I'd be giving up this early, at least for part of that plan. But yeah, weight loss is simple, but it's not easy. Like I have a lot of vices, issues, things that I have to deal with as far as my weight loss and sticking to a regimen is concerned, and I can deal with them in a closed vacuum, basically in just a closed environment. I can deal with them well. I mean, the toughest part for the things that I can't control that just deals with my actions would be making meals for my daughter, but that's something that I've mastered. I can do that without that throwing me off. The biggest monkey wrench in the whole plan is just that there's a whole other person here and they make this very delicious and great smelling food all the time that I fucking love to eat. And it's so hard to ignore it over time. It's so hard to just not want to get some. I can be completely feeling not hungry at all, and in a second, their wave t-shirt just pops into my face. I am just going nuts, and it is really hard to deal with. Like, I'm only going to be able to do extended fasting consistently if I live on my own, just my daughter, which is something that I'm working towards long term. But for now, OMAD is easier, or sticking within a small 4 hour smaller window is easier to deal with. Now, I don't plan to eat every day, but pretty much I plan to just not beat myself up so much and to hold myself to 3 days as hard anymore. I mean, I could probably go longer, depending upon the situation. I could probably go shorter. And knowing I don't, even though I just did, I don't mean to fully blame the other person. This is a me issue. You live with other people and you're trying to do something like this. I mean, it's one thing if they're making the food and then they're walking up to your face and demanding you try it, versus them just going about their own life and trying to get food made and try to live their own lives. She's not being all up in my face about it. She's not purposely doing this to throw me off. At least I hope she's not, but it doesn't seem like it. But what's happening here is she's going about living her life, making her own food, and I'm just around. I'm just like, ah, Aiden's food smelling looks great, but I can at least prep it ahead of time, warm it up, give it to her, and then just dip. I can't dip while she's making all this great fragrancy shit. It's like, it's hard. So I'm still focused on weight loss, and there are multiple paths to weight loss. There are many things that overlap on the journey. I'm just going to be taking the path that's slower, but I'm still going to stay on it. I'm still going to update with my weight daily. Unless y'all feel it's too annoying, then I can do it weekly, but I don't mind doing the weight and blood and stuff daily. I may stop doing, actually, I eventually will stop doing the blood glucose and ketones every day just because those strips are expensive. And I was planning to just do 3 days, or I originally planned to do 30 days and then switch to OMAD once March hit. And then once I saw 30 days would be too tough in this situation, I switched to doing 3 days and then eating, and then still plan to do OMAD or something when March hit, and to hopefully be fat adapted by that time. I am not going to be fat adapted by that time. Not only am I not going to be fat adapted by that time, but I'm going to run out of strips in the middle of March. And I don't want to spend $60 to get another set of strips. Glucose strips, those are cheap enough. I can get it for any meter, even for my current meter, and it only costs $12 to get what is it? Yeah, a 60 strip supply. It's the ketone strips that cost a lot. Now the way around spending, the money to get 60 ketone strips would be to get a breath meter like the BioSense, which is something I wanted to do. But the BioSense costs $400, so it's like, it's a crap load of money either way. And while I would be extremely interested in getting the BioSense so that I can immediately test how food still with me and do much more than just 30-minute hour, 2 hour tests, it's not practical to doing so. I mean, on paper, I've been close to right or right dang near every time. I can just look at macros and see how things are going to work overall. It's fine being a little in the dark. I love to deal with a lot more data, which is why I changed my name to, what it is now. I forgot my name already. But yeah, so there'll be more changes in store, but I'm not planning to give up on weight loss and sticking to a more regimented diet. Like The foods I'm eating, they're not so bad. As you see today, I still lost weight despite eating, but yeah, I can't stay committed to the 3 day fast, at least not right now. In the future, oh yeah, maybe even 5 days at that point. But as my life situation is now, I can't do 3 days. But thank you all for supporting me and being there for me. God bless you all. Have a great day.